Hello, teachers and friends. My name is Thuy and this is my midterm submission for Intel Teach Essential Course 2017. My lecturer is Mr. Lê Nguyễn Như Anh. My presentation consists of three main parts. First, I'll talk about the unit portfolio and then move on to analyze unit plan. And finally, I will conclude my presentation with assessment plan. The coursebook I use is the Solution Intermediate Student Book, and I will show my plan for Unit 5, Tomorrow's World. There are 5 folders in my unit portfolio. First is the assessment folder. In this folder, there are multiple documents based on which I will evaluate my students. In Student Sample folder, I provide my students with two samples. One is for their presentation and the other is for writing an email. In Student Support, I provide my students with student book so that they can follow my lesson easier. I give them survey guide and sample questionnaire to help them with their research. I also give them the presentation guidelines and presentation rubric. In teacher support, there is a teacher book, keys, vocabularies, and exercises for grammar lesson with key. In the final folder, there is a document folder with the same name. Now, I'm going to show you in detail. The unit title is Tomorrow's World. In this unit, students will learn about the importance of technology in life and how to express their ideas about the development of technology in the future. Students will not only pay attention to the advantages of technology, but its disadvantages as well. Based on their background knowledge, students will learn to explain facts and give predictions. In their projects, students have to create a poster presenting their ideas of an invention that can help their local people. This is not an imaginary product, but is practical ideas and can be applied in real life. In order to do that, students have to do a research about problems that people in their local often meet with technology. Based on that and through discussions, students create a poster to show their ideas of their own invention. Besides, students will learn vocabularies about computer and computing, compound nouns and some grammar points such as future continuous and future perfect tense. For skills, reading, writing, listening, speaking will also be improved after the subject area are English language and social studies. My students are at grade 11. 4 weeks are needed to complete the unit, and therefore there are two 50 minutes periods per week. The language standards are CEFR Level B2 and 21st century skills, which include communication skills, critical thinking, interpersonal and collaborative skills, and also creativity and intellectual curiosity. At the end of the unit, I expect my students to be able to understand advantages and disadvantages of technological advancements. They will know how to write an informal email about future plans and ambitions, make an explanation for facts and react to experts' predictions. Students can make suggestions, accept and decline a suggestion, use the future perfect and future continuous correctly. I also expect them to improve their presentation skills through their projects. Now we move on to curriculum framing questions. First, students will give answer to the content question. What are the advantages and disadvantages of computer? What is a time capsule? Who would we send an informal email to? With the background knowledge gathered from these questions, students will move on to unit question. How technology improves our life quality. Students will give answer to this question through their presentation. Then students will move on to answer the biggest question, the essential question. What can we do to make our work better? There are some skills that students need to know beforehand in order to learn this unit. They are basic computer research skills and intermediate language skills. In the first day of week 1, teacher will introduce topic and equip students with background knowledge, which is a preparation for the following lessons. And another purpose for this lesson is to arouse student interest of the topic. In day 2, I will teach my student listenings and vocabularies. Day 3 is for grammar, the future perfect and future continuous tense. I will teach speaking in day 4, reading in day 5, and speaking in day 6. I provide multiple discussions in each lesson to make students learn more actively. The reason why I put listening and reading lessons before writing and speaking is that I want to provide my students enough support to help them produce their own language. Day 7 will be presentation day, in which students give their presentation to the whole class and hand in feedback from classmates. The last day is feedback day. Teachers give feedback to students on their presentations and products. There will be a teacher-students conference where students share their learning experience and reflect on what they have learned. Teacher reviews students' written journal to check their understanding of the whole lesson. Students visit the essential question, what can we do to make our work better? And volunteer to share opinions to the whole class. One more thing that I want to talk about is the assessment plan. At the beginning of the unit, I use gauging student needs presentation to spark student interest in the subject. I also provide my students with journal writing checklists to help them keep track of their progress. Many discussions are raised throughout the unit to assess student understanding of the subject and also help them to enhance high overthinking skills and process content. Students are given peer feedback to commentate on each other's work and their poster. Presentation checklist is to assess student degree of success in delivering their presentation. And I use poster checklist to grade my student final products. At the end of units, reflection forms are used to check progress and student attitude before and after the unit. So that is the end of my presentation. Thanks for listening. Checklist